Hello everyone, my name is Belkis. You're welcome back to my channel. If you are new, you are in the right place, and please make sure you subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Belkis Signatures, and on Facebook, Sewing Innovations. Today's tutorial, it will be on how to make a face mask. It's just a DIY fabric face mask which you can make at home for yourself and for your kids because it's really needed in this difficult time we have. And I will encourage you all to be safe, stay at home. Hygiene is very, very important. Please and please. And make sure you maintain your distance, avoid crowded places, just to, be safe. So now I'm going to show you the pattern, how to make it on your fabric. It's very, very easy. And you know when Becky says it's easy, it is easy. So right now, let's get started. Now I have my pattern paper. I'm just going to explain the pattern. And I have two fabric here, which I'll be making use of. This and this very one. Then I'll just explain how you can make use of your normal face mask to just create a pattern. This is just for my boy, so I'll just use it to explain too. But first, let's go to the pattern. On the paper, I have a box of 6 inches by 6 inches. So it's a square. Can you see 6 inches here? 6 inches there. Can you see? So it is a square. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm just going to measure from the top here 2.5 inches, which is here. Then come to the lower part, measure 2 inches, which is here. Now going inward, I'm going to measure 1.25. 1.25 is here. Then coming down here, I'll measure 1.5. So after doing that, the next thing now is to connect it up. Just rotate your armhole curve. Can you see that? Then I will use the curved area now to blend it up. Now this is what I have. So the next thing now, coming to this other part, from the edge here, I'm just going to come down by 2 inches. Then from this lower part, I'll just go up by 1/2 inch. And I can just connect it. So this is what I'm going to have. And then at the lower part here, this is what I have. So this is just the pattern of what we need. Then before I cut this out, I was just telling you this is for my child. So all you have to do is this, in case you just don't want to go through the stress, just fold in the elastic. And see that, then you need to open it up this way. Just, you see that? Then you can just trace it. The marker to stain it. Can you see? So that's what you have. Then you just blend it up with your. So you can see how that's easy. So you can make that for your child too. So you can see that was pretty easy. So you just add your seam allowance to that. So now let me cut this up. This is the pattern for the mask we are about to make. I have my fabric folded, so this will serve like the lining. So what I will do now is to place it on it. I just folded a little, then I'm just going to place it on it. You don't need to add seam allowance because we'll be taking in 1/4 inch. So then I can just cut it all out. You could trace it, so I'm just going to cut it. Just trace it before cutting it out. Now this is what I have. Can you see that? So I'm just going to use this to cut out on this other fabric. Then another thing, if you could get a very soft fleece, you could use that as an interfacing for this main fabric, but I'm not going to use that here. So here I already have my pattern. So this is the wrong side, also the wrong side. So this is what I have. So now we are going to start sewing it up. What I'm going to do now, the first step, is to make sure right side are facing each other. So these are the right sides facing each other. And also this. Then I'll have to take to the sewing machine and just take in 1/4 of an inch from the edge all through, also to this very one, 1/4 of an inch all through. Sewn it, can you see that? And here, so because then when you are drafting it, make sure you, because you want to have some room inside, you don't just want it flat on your nose, so you can see there's a lot of room on the inside. So what I'll do now is right side facing each other. So right side facing each other. Let me see what I have now. Then I'll take it back to my sewing machine to just sew from this edge till this edge, and then turn it over to the lower part. Also you sew from this edge straight down. Now it has been sewn. I just sew in 1/2 inch here and then 1/2 inch on the upper part. So before I bring it inside out, I'm just going to notch it all around. Please don't cut through your seam. After notching it now, I can bring it all out. So you can see how easy that is. Just check if it is okay for you before we close it up with the elastic, but on the average this measurement just works out. You can see how beautiful that looks. And on the inside, so let me get the elastic. I have my elastic band here, so between 6 to 7 inches is fine. Let me measure mine. Here I have like almost 6.5, which is fine. So it will be attached this way. So what I'm going to do now is this. I'm just going to fold in 1 inch. 1 inch. Can you see the way I folded that in? Or you can try it on to know what you will fold in, but between 1 inch is fine. Then this elastic band will be placed here. Just measure it. That's 1/2 inch from the edge. Can you see 1/2 inch from the edge? So the 1/2 inch is somewhere here, so that is where the elastic should end. Can you see? Can you see the way I placed that? Then this very one will be placed to at the edge. Can you see that? So I'm just going to sew very close to the edge. Then I'll get this also after folding this in. 1 inch. Then also the elastic should be at the edge. And then I'll go to my sewing machine now to sew it on both sides. The elastic has been added. Can you see how I sew that up? And also here, and it's looking so beautiful. So looking at it, this is the upper part that's going to be above your nose, and on the inside this is what it looks like. As I've said, if you have like a very light fleece or lining and then or a bulk cloth, you can use it as an interfacing on the main fabric. So I'm just going to put it on for you to see how it looks. So sorry, I have to bring down my ears. And you see, they're so comfortable. And I can breathe so well. So that is it on how to make this face mask. So if it has been helpful, please give me a giant thumbs up. So that was what I spoke about leaving some allowance here so it makes you breathe and speak well. So if my tutorial on how to make this has been helpful, please give me a giant thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. My name is Belkis.